Hi guys, Tomcat here, and welcome back to Spintire's MudRunner. And finally, we have some MudRunner 2 news to talk about. Now, earlier today, they released some patch notes for a update that was recently released for MudRunner, and there wasn't that much in it, but the patch notes are out there on Steam and some other official channels for the game. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about is what they said at the end of it, which is basically, oh god, basically that engine just started up and my volume was way too high. Basically, what they said was that there's news coming soon about MudRunner 2, and they pretty much said, we assure you we're working on it. I don't know if that's like exactly word for word, but it's close enough. So what they're basically saying is be patient, we're working on it. And I feel like for some of us that might be kind of hard to hear because there's a lot of people that are like, okay, like where's my MudRunner 2 news? You know what I mean? Like, I've been waiting for this for a long freaking time. Where's MudRunner 2? And I can completely understand how y'all would feel that way. Now, let's see. What does this say? Private property, no trespassing? Oh, that looks interesting. Oh, never mind. Literally doesn't go anywhere. Okay. So, there's a couple of different theories on why we haven't seen much in regards to MudRunner 2 lately. Some people say that it's possibly because of the fact that they're trying to keep things under wraps so that nothing gets... basically no features get nabbed by the other Spintire's game. And other people say that there's, that they just want to keep things secret for a little bit longer so there's more to reveal at launch. Regardless, it's been a long time since we've actually heard anything about the game. Now, some people say that some studios are just quiet, and I get that, like some studios are just quiet. However, I feel like if you were trying to really drum up, some hype for a game, you would be a little bit more active on putting stuff out there than they have been with MudRunner 2. Now, there's multiple ways you could go with that. One, again, you could go back to the theory of they just want to keep things quiet so they have more to reveal at launch, or they want to prevent the other Spintire's game from attempting to take any features, which both of those seem like viable options, but I'm not completely sure. Oh, I won't let you climb it. Dang it. I was hoping I could at least go up just a little bit, but not really. But anyways, yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you guys think that they're holding out on news because they don't want any features to be copied or taken or anything like that, or if you think they're holding out on news because they want to make the launch bigger. Because both of those are possible outcomes. Now, I haven't really actually been around this map much in a long time, and holy crap, this truck was not made for mud at all, and wow, does this prove it. I'm actually going to switch out from Banks's Sierra over to Risky's Kodiak, which I haven't driven in so long. I think I drove it like maybe one time, and that was probably it. Oh, you got like a couple of different trailers. I am not doing either one of those because they both look like they probably have problems, so I'm not going to run either one of them. Now, this thing looks like it's probably a little bit better for the type of terrain we're dealing with at hand because it's got a lot more tire, it's got a lot more suspension height, and it just seems like it's going to be a little bit more capable. The only thing that I could see being a problem with this truck is the fact that it might be kind of top-heavy, but we have to drive it and see how it is. Now, back to the topic that we were talking about beforehand. I believe that there may be a bit of a combination of the two going on because I can see how they would want to make sure that the other Spintire's game doesn't get access to too much news about MudRunner 2 because if you remember, there are two different versions of this game being developed right now. There's Spintire's The Original Game, and then there's MudRunner 2, which are now separate entities. Because if you notice, a while back when the games actually split and the developers split, they changed the name from Spintire's MudRunner to simply MudRunner. So, because the original developer basically took the rights to the Spintire's name back. So, the MudRunner series can now only fall under the MudRunner name, which is both interesting and slightly I don't know, it slightly makes you wonder what happened behind the scenes, and I'm not going to get into that because I'm sure there's tons of developer politics and things like that I don't want to get into. But, ooh, what's over here? Yeah, this thing does not have much flex, I'll tell you that for sure. It is not a flexy boy. It is not a flexy boy in the least. It's not bad in mud, though. Wow, it barely even, like... That barely even phased it going through the mud. It was just like, oh, yeah, no, I got this. But let me know, like I said, in the comment section below, how you feel about the kind of, like, you know... Almost the weird scenarios that we've been dealing with for a little while now in regards to this game and this series. I'm gonna see if we can get through here because this looks like this looks very sketchy, but also very inviting to somebody like me that likes sketchy trails. We would have ripped our mirror clean off just then. This truck is so not built for this. It's so not built for this. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that whoever comes out on top in terms of mod support is going to win the community over. Whether that's Spin Tires, the original game, or MudRunner 2, whoever comes out on top with mod support is the one that's going to effectively win. Because really, the mods are what keep this game going. And I know that there is a small community of people that say, no, this game doesn't need mods, it's just a logging game, and if you mod it, then you don't appreciate, you know, the true purpose of what this game is. I think that's kind of a load of bullcrap because, I mean, yes, I do appreciate what the factory game is, but at the same time, I think that if there was no mods, I feel like this game, at least in terms of a majority, would have probably died off a long time ago if there wasn't a mod community. And that's just because of the fact that, oh my god! Well, that truck's gone. Let's see if we can pull it out. I doubt it. Oh, no way! Come on! I don't know if we're pulling from the front or the back of the truck. Pulling from the back now. Jeez. Oh my god. Yeah, we could barely get it out of there. We can barely get it out of there. Now, another thing that's going to be a big factor of whether or not MudRunner 2 wins out is customization. And we've already seen speculation in terms of things like a customization system, a money system, and a lot of other things like that, which are very promising. Because things like that are what's going to push this series forward. Not just new maps, new trucks, and more logging missions. Things like customization, a economy system, maybe even property ownership would all be things that could push this game forward, but we need to see what will happen, and I think we're not really going to see anything until it gets closer to launch, and I'm betting that we probably won't see any new, any big news on MudRunner 2, probably until mid to late September. I highly, highly doubt that other than that press meeting that they gave, I highly doubt they're going to show anything at all until we get close to launch, because they're probably just that concerned about having features, spied on from the other side and from the other game. So let me know in the comment section below how you feel about all that stuff. If you feel like there is a risk of features being put into the other Spin Tires, the original game, let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know what features you would like to see, as I think that it's promising that they put it out there, that there was more news coming soon, but I highly doubt that we're going to see anything until mid to late September. So hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later. Before we end this video, I wanted to include a little clip from Spin Tires, the original game, as it sits right now, because the mods actually still work. But as you can see, there's rain and a couple of different things, and the mud textures are a little different. But I really don't think that at the end of the day, MudRunner 2 has all that much to worry about, because it looks better, the interface looks better, the interface feels smoother, the gameplay is smoother, everything runs better in terms of the MudRunner aspect of these two games, at least in my opinion. I'm sure there are other people out there that are going to have different opinions, but really we're going to need more than rain and a couple of other minor improvements in order to make Spin Tires, the original game, a force that MudRunner will have to worry about. And I figured that I would include this gameplay because I talked about the original MudRunner, or not, sorry, the original MudRunner, not the original MudRunner, the original Spin Tires. These names are getting so mixed up and confusing at this point, it's ridiculous. But I figured I would include some gameplay from the original Spin Tires as it is in its current state, just to go ahead and further drive the point home that I don't think MudRunner has all that much to worry about, but I know that there are communities that are split one way or another, so I would very much like to hear from you guys and hear from y'all's opinions in the comments below on which one you either prefer or which one you're pulling for, because we both know that they're in the process of developing different things behind the scenes. So again, without any further ado, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.